Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here of the Indie Super Show being broadcasted live on the Damage 365 Radio Network, on the Spreaker Radio Network, YouTube, and of course, as always, on the Spotify and iHeartRadio apps. I'm Coach Kev, leading you the way today as we bring you a special show right before Saturday's Synergy Pro Wrestling show. And we'll have co-owner Colin West on the show to talk about it. And a lot of people want to know what is going on with all the nonsense that was that went on last show. Who attacked Matt Tremont? Of course, their upcoming Gabby Ortiz versus Nyla Rose, the recently signed by AEW Nyla Rose, Damage alum. And a lot more from that show that will be coming up soon. We also want to talk a little bit about some WrestleMania action. Because next week, we'll be celebrating our 7-year anniversary. And also, we'll be giving you all our WrestleMania picks, as this will be the last show before Mania. As WrestleMania is coming to town, New York, New Jersey area. Plenty of things going on. Indie shows going on from pretty much Wednesday until the following Monday, along with WrestleCon, WrestleMania itself, WWE's Access, and so much more. There's going to be some really cool stuff. Hopefully we'll get some fan testimonial at all these signings. We're going to have them send in some audio clips, maybe interview some fans online. Let's see if some of our correspondents that supposedly want to be part of Damage will pull their weight and do some of their job and bring us some inside info live from WWE Access. So sit back, relax. We'll take our first commercial break, then we'll come back and talk a little bit about WrestleMania and some of the chaos and just crazy shit that's been going on leading up to it here in the New York, New Jersey area. So sit back, relax, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
This is the War Machine Rhino, the last ever ECW World Heavyweight Champion, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Keep listening or you'll get gored in half.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta. Check us out at one of our fine locations, 930 Route 34 in Matawan, New Jersey, or 233 East Main Street in Manasquan, New Jersey. From pizza and salads to pasta and buffalo wings, we have something to suit every member of your family. Whether you're seeking to take out, delivery, or you just want to dine in, let us do the dishes, as we will be more than happy to take care of your next meal. Our courteous and friendly restaurant staff is here to meet and exceed all your expectations. We promise an enjoyable experience each and every time we serve you. Try our award-winning Sesame Crust Pizza, our recent winner at the Las Vegas Pizza Open. Visit us online at sesameseedpizza.com for store hours, menus, and phone numbers to one of our great locations. Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, so close to eating at Mom's, but without all the yelling.
Hey, this is Bruce Pritchard, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio. But I need you to know something. Just because I love you doesn't mean I like you.
Hey, wrestling promoters and booking agents, you know where you can get inexpensive prints of your hired talent? Right here at Fast Copy Printing Center, located in the Pearl of the Bayshore. That's right, whether you need 8x10s, 11x14s, posters, long format, or even weatherproof signs, we can do it all. We also can create promotional items for your business, such as pens, business cards, drink koozies, banners, or just a coffee mug. Stop on down to Fast Copy Printing Center, 81 Broad Street in Keyport, New Jersey, or call us at 732-739-4646. No job is too big and satisfaction is guaranteed. Tell them Damage 365 sent you.
This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius full of glory and renown. You are listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, selling wrestling memorabilia from all around the world, including WWE, Impact, ROH, Japan, Mexico, and the Indies. They sell action figures, lucha masks, t-shirts, trading cards, magazines, DVDs, autographs, collectibles, vintage video games, and more. Stop in to get tickets for local independent wrestling such as UWA Elite, CZW, and Synergy Wrestling. Located indoors at the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building with 45 through 48, 90 Wilson Avenue in Manalapan Township, New Jersey. Open every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. all year round. Visit them at Facebook at facebook.com/Funkenstein Inc. New Jersey's largest wrestling store is the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. Tell them Damage 365 sent ya.
Attention everyone, this is Allie, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize if we lost the feed there momentarily. We're having some connectivity issues here in the studio. The wireless throughout the house and the studio itself has been pretty poor the last couple of days, and I saw that the uplink went down for about 5 to 6 seconds. So I don't know if you guys lost feed or not. We just know that the uplink went down, but obviously we are back up. So if it goes down from time to time, we apologize. Hoping that doesn't have any further issues in the show, as we're going to try to use at least amount of bandwidth as possible while we're on the air to not interfere with the signal. But just a nonsense that you got to deal with when you pay a cable company to supply you wireless internet, and you're literally at their mercy of how good it is or how bad it is, and they just don't care. If you have a house that's big enough that it doesn't cover one half of the house, then you're forced to buy what's called an extender modem, which you put on the other side of the house. It bounces the signal off the original modem, and obviously it weakens the signal to the other half of the house. And it just sucks. I mean, it's ridiculous that we have to deal with it. I'm not purchasing two separate modems to have on two different points of the house just to alleviate that problem. It's just nonsense. The amount of money that they rape you for wireless internet, and it doesn't even work anywhere near the way they advertise, all over the radio and all over TV about being fastest this, fastest that, fiber optic this, fiber optic that, and it's just fiber crap. That's all it pretty much is. I get better results out of fiber than I do out of fiber optics, apparently. So we apologize in advance and going forward. So we were talking a little bit about WrestleMania. this coming weekend. Actually, well, it's not really this weekend. It's next weekend in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium on the 7th of April, which also happens to be Damage 365 Promotions, Damage 365 Radio's 7-year anniversary. And we started the day before WrestleMania, and our 7-year anniversary happens the day of WrestleMania, so it's pretty cool. But a lot of WrestleMania. I mean, rumored of 8 hours of WrestleMania. 8 hours of WrestleMania. And a possible 17 matches? Like, how much is enough? I mean, that's nuts. I mean, these people are going to be sitting in a football stadium. And right now the forecast is calling for rain and cold. Why wouldn't it? It's April. And they're going to be sitting there for 8 hours? That's like the equivalent of almost, 2.5 football games? That is insanity. Absolute insanity. Overkill to the extreme. Like, I could understand if you want to do this because WrestleMania is once a year. But it's not like there's not a pay-per-view every single month. You know, back in the 80s and early 90s when there was 4 or 5 pay-per-views a year, then yeah, that would be like, all right, cool. It's like a double pay-per-view. WrestleMania, the Mecca, you know, the greatest of them all, the grand stage of wrestling, the best pay-per-view out of all of them. But when you have a pay-per-view every single month, and sometimes you have 2 of them and they're not even a month apart, and you mix in a glorified house show like the Crown Jewel or the Women's Evolution in between pay-per-view, how many pay-per-views a month and a year do you need that you need WrestleMania to be 8 hours? I mean, some of the matches are pretty cool. You know, ones that people been wanting to see. Ronda Rousey, you know, defending her championship against Becky Lynch, and now the newly crowned SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte, which makes 0 sense. Why did you have to put the belt on Charlotte at WrestleMania, right before WrestleMania, basically shit all over Asuka, ruin her career? Her career's over at WWE. Done. Absolutely done. She's already lost to Charlotte twice. Done. All that winning streak, and for what? So Charlotte could be the all-time leader with 8 reigns as women's champion. It makes no sense. And then you go into WrestleMania, you're not going to unify the titles. So now Charlotte's title is irrelevant. Why is a women's title not being defended on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania? You basically deemed the SmackDown Women's title irrelevant. Now, if you were going to put it up for grabs during that triple threat match, that'd be cool. Maybe Becky Lynch pins Charlotte, becomes SmackDown champion. You know, not both titles are lost to the person who wins. You know, if Rousey wins, she doesn't win both titles. If Becky Lynch wins, she doesn't win both titles. You only win the title of the person you pin. Now, if Charlotte pins Rousey, then she wins both titles. If Becky Lynch pins Charlotte, Becky Lynch wins the SmackDown title. If Ronda pins Becky, she holds on to her own title. You get the drift. That's what should have happened. That makes both titles relevant during the match, where probably only one would change hands. And that's fine. But right now, you made it absolutely irrelevant. The SmackDown title coming down the aisle on the waist of Charlotte means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of it all at WrestleMania. How do you not have all your titles mean something at the best and freaking longest pay-per-view